Back to another XLM video here on the Arius Wave channel. And yes, so fun to have all the keyboard warriors back to fuel another video here, because it's absolutely amazing how every time the market attempts to break up, everybody has a party, everybody throws all in on the table and goes crazy on my ideas, basically bagging me out, trying to make me feel bad. Oh my God, I was so wrong. It broke, it broke resistance. Oh my God, I'm so fucking sad, right? Yeah, it's not a surprise, okay? Because the last time this happened was over here, right? Everybody's saying it's going to the moon. It's going to the moon and back. Okay, it didn't happen. Went down. We had this shenanigan here. I was long until I wasn't. And then I said, pull back, pull back. And then we saw this, right? Now, just to remind y'all, I was bullish around here until we got here and I predicted this, right? At 40 cents, I said sell, and I've been bearish ever since, apart from that brief moment where I didn't get it right. Now, that was for a bullish move. For the bearish move, however, I'm not going to change my stance. In fact, on the same day, I posted an XRP video saying that if we break resistance, it's an E wave, right? And the pattern was much clearer on the XRP chart. And I'm going to make it the same on the XLM chart. D, that was a D wave, same as XRP. Wow, that's so difficult. It's not difficult, right? So I'm going to follow the XRP pattern, and it's the same pattern, right? The E wave is now here, 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 here. It could be anywhere here in this area. It just can't break this line, right? Which should be a solid resistance line, right? It will be a solid resistance line right now. Can't go above that area if this is to be correct, a zigzag down. It's not going to happen, right? And yes, I'm a tweaker. I love tweaking, right? And yes, I'm a joker. I love joking. But when it comes to the waves, I don't fuck around, right? This is all based on patterns. This is all based on the waves, right? You can't go making this into a triangle. A, B, C, D, E, breakout. Just because it looks like it, it doesn't mean that it is, right? Because market goes up and down, right? And if you're looking at Bitcoin, forget about it, right? You're already digging holes there, right? You're looking at Bitcoin thinking, this is it. You're looking at the news, right? That's even fucking worse. You're looking at Gary Gensler thrown out, Trump is in, and that means crypto to the moon. Fucking hold your horses, mate. Hold your fucking horses. There's a problem there. There's a fucking big problem with your thinking right there, and that is the rest of the fucking market. The rest of the market ain't looking too fucking rosy at the moment, right? It's not looking that great. That's why I post videos on the stock market, the interest rates, and I'm going to post even more after this video. I was just getting warmed up, right? And it's because people here are crazy, bullish, impatient, can't wait, just want to see moonshot, get rich, and then what? And then what? What are you going to do when it goes up to a certain amount? What are you going to do? Are you looking forward to something? Are you going to have that boat cruise, that party, that celebration, that I want to be a millionaire, dream come true, fucking wishful thinking crap? That's great. Amazing. You do that, right? But do it in your imagination for now, because this shit ain't happening. So the point of my argument here today is you can have a flag pattern going down and up. Don't forget, you can have a flag pattern going down. How? If the first move is a 5-wave move, you can get a flag pattern A, B, C, D, E, right? You can, and you can say this is a freaking triangle like this, right? Sometimes the triangle breaks out in the wrong way and then reverses. Have you not ever heard of that? Have you not ever heard of that? Right? And if you use an Elliott wave, that's even 10 times worse. I've seen someone post the ABC scenario, A, B, C, calling a zigzag a C wave. And as I've mentioned before, there's no such thing as a triangle with zigzags across the board in that triangle. It doesn't exist. It's bullshit. It's complete bullshit, right? It's absolute lies. The problem with this particular chart is that it's a long-term chart. So that shit don't fly, right? Because it's going to take time for it to go down and then up again, right? And then up again is not going to be a straight line like you think, right? Although it could be. It could be, right? I'm not saying it can't be. 100% saying it can't be. It can be, right? But not in the way you think. So I suppose when it comes to these long-term patterns, you're going to either get wrecked or humbled, one or the other, right? But the moment that you start thinking with your other head, right, rather than your logical mind, right, what proof do you have that this is going to go to the moon right now? Is it that YouTube video you saw? Is it the crazy herd sheep mentality that everybody's bullish right now in your head, beating those drums like a primal monkey, your animal spirits coming out to play? Trump, yes. Are you losing your mind? I think you guys are the tweakers out there, keyboard warriors. I think you guys are the tweakers. Me, I'm just taking it easy. I'm not getting moved by a simple corrective wave, which is prone to look like a breakout wave, and that's wave E. Wave E's are known to be breakout waves until they're not anymore. They don't even break out. They break out of perhaps this little trend line here. Fantastic. You see, you can't just use a trend line break to make financial decisions, right? You want to call my analysis noob chart? Mate, stick around, because you're not the first person to call my chart a noob chart. And guess what? XLM has not moved up the whole time that I've been saying. If I'm wrong, we'll see. I'll stop posting videos. If I'm wrong, I'll stop posting videos. But it hasn't happened yet. Before, look, the only time I've changed my analysis here is when I was bullish and then I wasn't. People gave me shit and it worked out in my favor. I saved money, right? Some other people probably down. And those same people are probably happy now that the shit went up. But when it goes back down again, those same people are going to be sad again. I'm sorry. That's how it works. Especially with this chop. It's a big pattern. It's a big choppy pattern. It's not following Bitcoin at all, right? It's obvious that it's not. You know, I'll post a video on Thorchain, AVAX, just to highlight the differences in those charts compared to this chart. It's not hard, right? It's not rocket science. It's just that not every pattern is following Bitcoin's pattern. That's all. That's my argument, right? And the VRA chart closely resembles Cardano, right? Cardano's just one step ahead. A VRA chart's right behind it, right? Different patterns, right? Different stages of the correction. Now, XLM's correction is just a completely different kettle of fish. XRP and XLM are different than all the other cryptos, right? From what I can tell. They just are, right? They started off with a bang, and then they went into this corrective, massive correction, right? It's not a big deal. It's just the way that it works, right? So what am I doing right now? I'm just being patient, right? Do I still think that it's going to correct sideways for a little while? It depends. It depends, right? Because look, we move this resistance happens when this move ends, right? It can't go above the all-time high. Otherwise, I am wrong. Yes, then you can say I was wrong and I'll stop posting videos, right? But it hasn't happened yet, right? The moment this price action breaks that all-time high, I'm wrong. I'm completely wrong. But it hasn't. Let me just remind you, it hasn't done that, right? I know that y'all get crazy and you're desperate for gains and you want to get rich and shit from holding some piece of shit cheap ass crypto, right? But you got to be patient. If you want that to happen, it will happen, but don't wreck yourself in the process. By the time this shit is really bullish, everybody will be disheartened. All those idiots that make these videos claiming $27, $1,000, all this bullshit, they're going to be so disheartened by then that they're probably going to not post as much crap, or they're going to rinse and repeat, one or the other. Anyway, the point is, when no one expects it, that's the bottom. This shit was never the bottom, right? In fact, according to my analysis, Bitcoin is near the top. It's near its top, and it's going to go through a considerable decline, right? And Michael Saylor is going to shit his pants, right? Because that shit's going to go down south hardcore with the rest of the market, because nothing is immune to yields going to 16%. Nothing's going to stop the patterns from forming the way they're supposed to form. So I hope you understand what I'm trying to say. I'm not trying to prevent you from making money. You're doing that to yourself every time you fuck it up. Okay? So if you're desperate for money, maybe you should learn how the shit works before you go online and start posting crap. Because really, it doesn't help anybody. You look amazing for 1 minute. To yourself, nobody cares.